Summary of Atomic Habits by James Clear. Introduction: The Power of Tiny Habits. Clear begins the book by explaining how small changes can lead to significant improvements over time. He shares a personal story about recovering from a serious injury and how small habits helped him achieve success and return to normal life. Chapter 1: The Fundamental Concept. Habits as Adams Clear explains that habits are small building blocks that come together to form the overall system of our lives. These tiny habits, or atoms, are almost invisible, but their effects compound over time. The main idea here is that focusing on continuous small improvements can lead to noticeable results. Chapter 2: The Law of Aggregation. This chapter explains how small improvements cumulatively affect our lives. Clear provides a mathematical example, illustrating how a 1% daily improvement can lead to significant progress over the long term. Bad habits accumulate in the same way, but in the opposite direction. Chapter 3: Identifying Good and Bad Habits. Clear explains how to recognize habits that negatively or positively impact our lives. He emphasizes the importance of self-awareness and analyzing daily behavior to identify harmful habits and replace them with beneficial ones. Chapter 4: The Habit Loop. The author introduces a model for the habit loop consisting of 4 parts: cue, craving, response, and reward. This model helps in understanding how habits are formed and how to change them. The cue triggers the craving, which leads to the response, which is rewarded, reinforcing the behavior and restarting the loop. Chapter 5: How to Build New Habits. Clear provides practical steps for building new habits. He emphasizes the importance of starting with small, easy steps and then gradually increasing them. He also suggests using the technique of habit stacking, where a new habit is linked to an existing one, making it easier to adopt. Chapter 6: Reinforcing Good Habits. In this chapter, Clear explains how to reinforce and maintain good habits. He suggests strategies such as visual progress tracking and self-rewarding. He focuses on the importance of the surrounding environment in facilitating positive habits. Chapter 7: Breaking Bad Habits. This chapter covers effective strategies for breaking bad habits. Clear advises making bad habits more difficult and less attractive by changing the surrounding environment and identifying the triggers of harmful behaviors and working to reduce them. Chapter 8: Using Habits to Improve Performance. This chapter focuses on how to use habits to improve personal and professional performance. Clear explains that good habits can be powerful tools for achieving success in various aspects of life, from work to health and relationships. Chapter 9: Habits and Personal Identity. Clear explains the relationship between habits and personal identity. He suggests that changing habits requires changing self-identity, where a person must adopt a new identity that aligns with the habits they wish to adopt. Chapter 10: Consistency and Flexibility. Clear discusses the importance of consistency and flexibility in adopting new habits. He notes that occasional failure is a natural part of the process, and one should be flexible, ready to adapt, and try again. Conclusion: Habits as a System of Life. Clear concludes the book by summarizing the main ideas and emphasizing that habits are not just small goals, but a complete system of life. He highlights the importance of continuous improvement and relying on positive habits to build a successful and sustainable life. Quick summary of key points. Tiny habits. Focusing on small and repeated improvements can lead to significant results. The law of aggregation. A 1% daily improvement can lead to huge progress over time. The habit loop. Cue, craving, response, and reward form the habit loop. Building new habits. Start with small steps and link them to existing habits. Reinforcing good habits. Use visual tracking and self rewards. Breaking bad habits. Make bad habits more difficult and less attractive. Improving performance. Use habits to enhance personal and professional performance. Personal identity. Changing habits requires changing self identity. Consistency and flexibility. Importance of flexibility and consistency in adopting new habits. Atomic Habits provides a robust framework and deep understanding of how to build positive habits and break negative ones, focusing on small changes that lead to significant long term results.